Coming up with an original joke, writing an original joke, it seems hard, but is it? Well, in this episode, I'm going to show you it might not be as hard as you think. I'm comedian Michael Halcomb. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to write jokes.
Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.
All right, everyone. I'm Michael Halcomb, and this is Messed Up the Setups. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm going to show you how to write jokes. I'm going to give you another tool in your comedic toolbox. Now, I've created an entire toolbox. If you're watching, you can head over to michaelhalcomb.live. After you watch this, you can scroll down, and on the right side of the website, you'll see social, and then down at the bottom, click the Writer's Lab or joke writing exercises, and boom, that's going to open up a new tab, and you are at the Joke Writers Lab. The Joke Writers Lab, that's what I'm calling it. This is the first episode where I'm rolling this out, the Joke Writers Lab. And this is where I'm just building a digital smorgasbord, a digital toolbox to help joke writers write jokes, to make the joke writing process easier, to get past this fake thing maybe we call writer's block, right? To get your creative juices flowing. So you can see I have jokes from headlines. I've done episodes on that. I've done jokes from cliches, roasting, and lists. I've done episodes on all those. Today we're doing jokes from fallacies. This is a pretty cool tool that I've developed, the crazy headline and logical fallacy generator at the Joke Writers Lab. Now, the way that this works is pretty neat. You're going to see 3 boxes on here. 1, the crazy headline, 2, the logical fallacy, and 3, the place where you write. Okay, now this is a timed write. We're comedians. We're on stage. We have a clock. We have time, right? So here's how this goes. You're going to click this button that says generate headline and fallacy. And at the same time, simultaneously, you're going to get a headline from today's news. Israel appears poised to keep its troops in Lebanon beyond deadline. That's the headline we got from a news source. Now, we have another box, the logical fallacy. And in this case, it's just throwing us a random logical fallacy. In this case, it's equivocation. We get a definition of that, using ambiguous meanings to mislead. Then we get an example of that. The sign said, fine for parking here. So I parked. It's fine, right? And then we get a template. The A is fine, so it's fine if I B, right? That's sort of the flow of it. And what we can do is use the definition, example, and or template to help us create a joke. Now, we're going to try to pair it with the headline, and we're going to try to use the fallacy of equivocation to make a joke based on the headline. This is really cool. This is one of my favorite ways to write. It is a fast way to turn out jokes, to pump out jokes, to use these logical fallacies. And you don't have to spend all the time guessing, well, which logical fallacy should I try to use? Because the program does it for you, right? All right. So you're going to hit start writing challenge and go. Let's generate a different one. TikTok ban, an executive order lead to tech company dilemma. So you see how this is working. An evacuation and a haunting question. Palestinian family returns to destroyed home in Gaza, so on and so forth, right? I mean, we're just post-election or inaugurations when I'm filming this, so we're probably going to get a lot of political stuff. But yeah, Meta to increase spending to $65 billion this year in AI push. So we could, let's just do this one. We're going to look at our logical fallacy that's been paired with ad hom. And the definition of an ad hom is attacking the person, or in this case, the business, instead of the argument, right? Why, for example, why should we listen to his ideas? He can't even keep plants alive, right? And the template, why believe A, they can't even B, right? So this is really easy. Well, maybe not really easy, but it's easier than just spinning your wheels. So let's hit start writing challenge. Meta to increase spending to $65 billion this year in AI push. So we can easily just follow the template. Why believe Zuckerberg? He can't even, why believe Zuckerberg? He can't even, get the curls out of his hair. Silly, stupid joke. Why believe Meta? They can't even restore my deleted account, right? Or my locked account. Silly. These aren't that funny. Why? But we're getting jokes. That's the point. Sometimes they'll be hilarious. Sometimes they'll be, but it's a joke nonetheless. Meta to increase spending. Time's up. I didn't do very well with that, and I could start over. I could make fun of the spending $65 billion a year. So let's try again. Meta to increase spending to $65 billion this year in AI push. Why spend $65 billion on AI? Why not Zuck's haircut or curls? girls. 65 billion this year in AI push. Well, I believe AI push. They couldn't even resist Fauci's scene push. A little bit of critique going on there with that, social critique, but that's fine. So we got 4 or 5 jokes already just by using, and again, when you're writing, you're throwing everything out there, every idea that comes to mind. You don't want to let any idea go to waste. So you write it down, right? And sometimes it'll just sit there and you can come back to it and you'll find later, oh, there's more here, right? I'll come back with fresh eyes. Let's do another headline. Bulgarian woman based in the UK denies spying for Russia. Let's try this. So the appeal to authority, arguing something is true because an authority figure said so. It must be healthy. My doctor eats it is the example. This must be A because B said so. So for example, this Bulgarian woman must be a spy because Putin said so. Based in UK denies spying for Russia. Bulgarian woman based in UK denies spying for Russia. This must be true. Spying on Russia from the UK while Bulgarian. Yeah, super easy. So that's really just sarcasm we got out of it. This must be true because spying on Russia from the UK while Bulgarian, yeah, super easy. And that's a pretty good joke. We'll do another one here. Crazy headline. He was pushed in front of a subway train. How did he survive? A logical fallacy equivocation, again, using ambiguous meanings to mislead. The sign said fine for parking here, so I parked. It's fine. The A is fine, so it's fine if I B. Okay. And let me say this too. You don't have to use the logical fallacy thing. If a joke comes apart from that, then use that joke. Again, write everything down. And you can copy the jokes here and paste them. They're not stored in the system. Nobody else sees them except you. All right. So he was pushed in front of a subway train. How did he survive? This subway is so weak. A guy in front of it damages it. I don't know. How did he survive? He was pushed in front of a subway. How did he survive? So was Jared. He might be in prison, still alive. He was pushed in front of a subway train. How did he survive? Gives new meaning to 12 inches. I don't know. He was pushed in front of a subway train. How did he survive? Same question my wife asked, right? So you see how jokes are just, coming out of this. They don't have to follow that template, but that gives us a sort of springboard, a launching pad to come up with jokes, right? And that's what this is all about. This is the Joke Writers Lab, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty proud of this. And I have a bunch more writing activities and exercises that I'll just keep adding to this, this lab. You can come here and use this anytime you want. It's free. And yeah, I'm excited about this. So check out michaelhalcomb.live. Scroll down after you've spent a few minutes there. Click joke writing exercises. There's the Joke Writers Lab and fun writing jokes. All right, I'm going to stop there and say I hope that helps.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just